Hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy Rick Matsoko Terry back here with another video, the first video of 2018. We're back, and today we're talking about the power of a book, the power of the written word. Ooh, this is going to be a good one, guys. So many people don't realize the power that's in a book. This is the power of the written word. Due to this lack of awareness that we have, many of us have not read a non-fiction book since leaving school or even university. Unfortunately, however, I hate to break it to you, but one of the secrets of developing yourself is that the answer to a problem, any problem that you're having, is any problem. The answer to any problem you're having, the answer that you're looking for, is in a book somewhere that you have been unwilling to seek out and read. That's the truth. A book, especially a non-fiction book, what it does, it exists to take a singular, contained, piece of wisdom or an idea out of the head of the author and basically share it with readers. Plainly put, a book is a medium of transfer of wisdom, of ideas, of knowledge. That's the purpose that a book serves. Take my own book, Minimum Wage Revolution, for example. It's available on Amazon.com, or you can go to my personal website, www.rickmatsokoterry.com. You can see any links in the accompanying article to this. This book, it takes the wisdom that I gathered over many years on work and jobs, and it distills it so that it can be, it's in manageable chunks ready to share for all interested readers. We're looking at ideas on the potential, that's in a minimum wage or low wage work. I look at career coaching and even tips on money management, all in there. It's all in something that can fit in the palm of your hands or in your electronic library, a book. That is the power of a book. The right book can open your mind to new ideas. It can inspire you to invent something new. The right book can cause you to become a winner in some area of your life, just like the author. It's an example of this. I'll give you an example. An example of this is the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. This is, by Stephen R. Covey, and it's an oldie but a goodie in the genre of personal development. Business people and executives have taken the theses that are in this book and built, great lives personally. They've built relationships. They've built financial clout using the book. This is what I mean. The power of the written word. So my new series that I'm going to be doing this year, book reviews, my new book reviews, articles and videos that I'm going to be doing this year, I'm going to explore some of the people, who I am reading this year, who in my chosen fields. Obviously, an obvious bias that comes here is that, it comes from the fact that I'm going to, I have certain areas and fields that I'm clearly interested in. This year, for instance, I'm really looking at money and personal finance. I'm looking at self-development. I'm really looking at education, and I'm really looking at politics. So, I hope my reviews, even though maybe it may not be the particular one you want to, but I'm hoping that my reviews can whet your appetite and get you to go down the rabbit hole of, reading books that are in your own field. That's the whole purpose of the book reviews that I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to give you right now my top 5 non-fiction authors that I recommend that you read, in 2018. First off, Seth Godin. If you need the spellings of any of these, again, there's an article that's going to accompany every video that you're going to be watching. If you're watching this video on Facebook, there's an accompanying article. All the spellings of the names of the authors and the books are in there. So Seth Godin, this American marketing guru, will always have a special place in my heart, guys, because, his book, Linchpin, How to Become Indispensable, is among my all-time favorite books. It may be the fact that it was one of the first personal development books I ever read and loved. it's the secret weapon that I use, in my own work life. This book is amazing. Second, Sunday Adelaja, Dr. Sunday Adelaja. This Nigerian reformer based in the Ukraine is a beast in the game. He is a beast in the game. I officially recognize him as my mentor personally, and I wouldn't know where to begin on kind of what he does. The man is a political strategist. The man is a millionaire inventor. He's a mega church pastor, and he's also a prolific author among many, many hats that he wears. His books on how to reform a community, they're going to definitely come up, in the near future. We're going to hear about these books. Another guy I'm going to recommend for 2018, Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki, the property investor and, financial sage. It's definitely worth a read, especially his book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That's an amazing book to take a look at. Also, number 4, I'd recommend Og Mandino. Even after his death, the works of Og Mandino are a powerful help if you want to change your mindset, to that of a winner and a go-getter. I recommend him. His best work, in my own opinion, is the book, the greatest salesman in the world. The 10 scrolls that it's based on are, they're gold. Even if you're not a salesman per se, it's amazing. It's amazing. And then lastly, one for there, a food for thought here. I recommend this year that you read Donald Trump, a bit of Donald Trump. You see, the guy who's now the 45th president of the United States, was a public figure way before he became, he got his current office. So, I recommend his books to both his supporters and the people who hate his guts, because, it's an interesting glimpse into the psyche of this man and how he thinks. Personally, I like Think Like a Billionaire and also The Art of the Comeback. Those are my 2 favorites. I recommend those. So through a book, you can partner with an author to change your life, using their keys to success. That's the thing about a book. The secret to this is to understand and pay attention to words. Too many of us take words just at surface value, and this is the root of shallow-mindedness. Do not be shallow-minded in 2018. Here's what I mean. This is how it works in real life. Let's say you read in a book that one of the abilities that will help you in your career is to be someone who delivers unique creativity. How are you going to incorporate this into your arsenal, if you don't know what, or you don't understand what unique creativity is? So you may have to Google, what these words are, and you may have to find examples of people who are creative in a unique way. If you simply, gloss over those 2 words or just those words, as in, you get nothing from the power that is in the author's words. And this is how come 2 people can read the same book, but, have different outcomes in their lives. So lastly, guys, I like to keep my videos very practical. I'm going to give you some practical tips that I use to extract maximum value from a book. These are some tips I use. First of all, when I read a book, I read the title and I read the tagline. So usually a non-fiction book will have a title and a tagline. So for example, my book is called Minimum Wage Revolution. That's the title. But the tagline is Creating Your Desired Life from the Bottom of the Ladder. Read that carefully and see if that fits into what you want in your life. Second thing then, I go through each chapter heading of the book, getting a picture of the things that are contained in it. Number 3, I read the introduction and I read the conclusion. The introduction and the conclusion. Again, getting that picture. Am I even interested in reading this book, or should I move on? The next thing, I read every chapter subheading, if the book has just subheadings within the chapters, or if it doesn't, I read the first paragraph and the last paragraph of each chapter if there are no subheadings. And then lastly, you can then go through the details with a fine comb, making notes as necessary. I hope you found this helpful, guys, and make sure you like the page, make sure you comment. What do you think? What's the last book you read, and has it really helped you? Have a good one, guys. This is your boy Rick. I'll talk to you later. Bye.